Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Awesome Learning, and today's video is about leukocytes or WBCs, that is white blood cells. In the previous video we have spoken about erythrocytes or red blood cells or RBCs. So as you see here, leukocytes are also known as white blood cells or WBCs, as they are colorless. We call them white because they are colorless. And why are they colorless? Because they do not have any kind of pigment like hemoglobin, which was present in red blood cells. Okay, they are nucleated. If you remember, in the previous video I told you that red blood cells are non-nucleated. That means they do not have nucleus. Okay, but white blood cells are different in this part, that they have nucleus and are relatively lesser in number. And how much is the number? They average from 6,000 to 8,000 millimeter cube of blood. Leukocytes are generally short-lived. Okay, we have two main categories of WBCs. Now WBCs are divided into two types. One is the granulocytes and the other one are agranulocytes. Now if you see, neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils are different types of granulocytes. So these three types of WBCs are granulocytes, whereas lymphocytes and monocytes are agranulocytes. So all in all, there are 5 types of WBCs. 3 are granulocytes and 2 are agranulocytes. Okay, now you see, neutrophils are the most abundant. That means if there are 100% of WBCs, then out of those 100%, 60 to 65% are neutrophils. Okay, and basophils are the least in quantity. So out of five types of WBCs, neutrophils are in abundant, that means in larger quantity, and basophils are least in quantity, only 0.5 to 1%. Neutrophils and monocytes are 6 to 8%. Are phagocytic cells which destroy foreign organisms entering the body. Now you understand this, neutrophils and monocytes. Okay, these are the ones which are responsible for engulfing. Engulfing means phagocytosis. What is phagocytosis? When a cell tries to eat up any other cell or organism. So neutrophils and monocytes are phagocytic cells which destroy foreign organisms from entering. Basophils secrete, now children pay attention, you should underline this. Basophils secrete histamine, serotonin, these are the proteins, histamine, serotonin, heparin, etc., and are involved in inflammatory reactions. Any inflammatory reaction given by the body, like suppose there is some kind of itching or redness or fever, these are inflammatory signs. So any kind of inflammatory reaction is being given by these basophils. Okay, and eosinophils, which are 2 to 3%, they resist infections and are also associated with allergic reactions. Sometimes we have allergy due to some kind of agents like pollen grains or changing of weather. So eosinophils help us from those allergic reactions. And last one, children, which I had already discussed once with you, that there are 2 types of lymphocytes, B and T lymphocytes, which are actually responsible for our immune system or immune responses. So these lymphocytes are 20 to 25% in the body. Now let me show you the configuration or types in this chart. You see, WBCs, these are the types of WBCs. This is the percentage they are present and these are the functions. So neutrophils, also called heterophils, They constitute about 60 to 65%. They are phagocytosis. That means I told you that they are phagocytic in nature. That is, they engulf or eat any kind of foreign substance. They are the soldiers of the body. Then we come to eosinophils or acidophils. They constitute about 2 to 3%. They resist infection, cause allergic reactions. Then we come basophils, cyanophils, also known as cyanophils. These are the least in quantity. You see, 0.5 to 1%. They secrete very important proteins like histamine, serotonin, heparin, and also cause inflammatory reactions. So all these three are the granulocytes, you see. Then our last two which are left are monocytes and lymphocytes. Our monocyte is the largest WBC, that is in size, and it constitutes about 6 to 8%. This is also phagocytic in nature. And the most important WBC of the body, that is lymphocytes, which is smallest WBC in size and has the largest nucleus, you see. There are two types of lymphocytes, B and T, and they constitute about 20 to 25%, and they are the main WBCs which are responsible for the immune response of the body because they secrete antibodies. So this is a run through for WBCs, you see, and all the information given in the tabulated form and from your NCERT. Thank you.